Hello everyone, this is Mama Miner, and today we are starting our Lessons of Minecraft series by looking at the tools in Minecraft. I debated how to present this and ultimately decided to split this concept into two parts. The second part of this video will be out next week. Since the tools are made of simple machines, that is where I'm going to start. A good foundation in the concept of simple and compound machines will help give a better appreciation for the tools in Minecraft. The easiest way I can think to help you jumpstart your lesson planning is to just give you some examples of how I would attack it. For a more in-depth understanding of each simple machine, you can study one simple machine a day, or you could just cram them all together in one day. As an introduction to simple machines, I would do a reading lesson using these books by Michael Dahl and this book by Johnstone. You can also create a vocabulary lesson by using the glossaries of these books. A great way to test students' comprehension would be to have your students search the house or classroom for simple and compound machines. This can be expanded out of the classroom setting as well, because simple machines are everywhere. You can turn this search for simple machines into a math lesson. For the youngest students, simply helping them count each found simple machine is a math lesson by itself. You can go more in depth with older students by having them keep a tally of each kind of simple machine they find. They can then take this information and create a graph out of it. Note, if you have not talked about tallying and other forms of graphs, now would make for an excellent time for a lesson. From there, you can then focus on what kind of information you can get from the graph. Some questions to ask are, which kind of graph should they use to make it easier to discover the information quickest? What kind of simple machine did they see the most or the least? And so forth. For science, I would personally tackle a few of the projects from the kids' book of simple machines, which not only gives projects to do, but a quick review of simple and compound machines. This book also goes into the scientific method, which would make for an excellent lesson by itself. Also, as extra credit, you can talk about the scientific meaning of work, and what work has to do with simple machines. If you're doing history lessons, then some people to research are Archimedes, Galileo Galilei, and Rube Goldberg. Rube Goldberg is particularly interesting to look into, and I highly recommend part of your lesson on him be looking up Rube Goldberg machines on YouTube. A fun project would be to have students make their own Rube Goldberg machines. In fact, they can even do it in Minecraft. Bonus material. Here's a critical thinking exercise. After finding the simple machine, have your student explain what the simple machine is used for and how it makes doing things easier. Or you could ask them how not having the simple machine would make doing that job harder and how the job would have to be done without the simple machine. For instance, a cart with books without wheels would be very difficult to move. If you needed to move the books, you would have to move them by hand, making the job take considerably longer and more taxing for you. Also, if you want to include technology in this lesson, then a great website to look at is Simple Machines by BrainPop. The site has you use simple machines to help a tiny robot reach his destination. For an app, you might try Simple Machines by TinyPop, but as a disclaimer, I do not have access to an iPad or iPhone, so I was not able to try out this app. It is, however, an editor's choice app and costs $2.99 in iTunes. I was not able to find an obvious app about simple machines worth downloading for Android, but if I find one later, I will add it to the description below. If you would like to include a song about simple machines, I recommend Simple Machines by Steve Songs from the PBS Kids Rock album. Well, that was a ton of information, so I feel it is best we stop here. Now I realize we didn't really talk about Minecraft tools at all, but that will come in part 2. We will go in depth about Minecraft tools and how we can relate them to the world around us. But as you can see, lesson planning can be simple and the activities themselves do not have to be overly elaborate. As a way to help each other out, please feel free to leave any ideas or activities you have about simple machines in the comments below. Links to all the books, sites, and apps mentioned will be in the description below, with links to other helpful resources about simple machines. Please consider subscribing so you don't miss the second part of this lesson. See you next time.